Shoppers are already feeling some added effects of those tariffs this morning. A special exemption that prevented tariffs from being imposed on some packages coming from China expired overnight. So what does that mean? That means you could be paying more at checkout and then dealing with really long delivery times. News Nation's Brooke Schaefer is following the latest for us. Brooke, everyone's going, okay, how does this impact me? Break this down for us, because this is about to impact more than, 4 million packages that come into the United States on a daily basis.
Yeah, we're talking about a lot of product here, Marky. President Trump has called this loophole a scam. Again, others have called it a loophole, but it ends today, and it could, as we said, mean higher prices and even delivery delays for people at home. The Trump administration is ending today something called the de minimis exemption. Until today, it's let packages under $800 come into the U.S., mostly from China, duty-free. As you said, Marky, that's as many as 4 million packages a day. And that rule that expired at 12:01 a.m., it was created because sometimes processing a tariff fee on those small packages would cost more than the fee itself, or it was just more work than it was actually worth. But as tensions have grown between President Trump and China, the president last month signed an executive order doing away with this, claiming that opioids like fentanyl, or the ingredients to make it, enter the U.S. through this exemption. The White House said the president is targeting deceptive shipping practices by Chinese-based shippers, many of whom hide illicit substances, including synthetic opioids, in low-value packages. Here's President Trump at Wednesday's cabinet meeting.
Very important. De minimis. It's a big deal. It's a big scam going on against our country, against really small businesses, and we put an end to it.
Now, concerns over China's exploitation of this so-called loophole aren't new. Last fall, President Biden announced restrictions on what was eligible after House Democrats, both moderate and progressive, penned a letter urging President Biden to end the practice they said expose American consumers to great risk by flooding the market with fake and sometimes dangerous imported goods. But for people who make their products here in the U.S. using some of those small-ticket items from China, this is just another way, Marky, that things could get a whole lot more expensive for consumers.
Yeah.
Marky?
And Brooke, I'm thinking about all the people who did online shopping this week. They put a ton of items in their cart. What kinds of products are about to be affected by this?
Again, keep in mind, we're talking about those lower cost things, shoes, clothes, holiday decorations. We're talking about retailers like Temu and Shein, which primarily import goods from China. They're definitely on that list of affected businesses. They've already started even flagging the tariffs to their consumers on their websites. Some Amazon purchases, though, are likely to be hit as well. But small American businesses like Etsy creators could stand to suffer the most here, as manufacturers in the U.S. are less likely to take on small batch orders of supplies. But another thing here, Marky, we talked about some delays. Carriers like UPS and FedEx will now have a more complicated customs process with those small de minimis items. So you could see some shipping delays as well. But the White House here maintaining that this is a move that they believe will combat China's role in the opioid crisis.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our